The road that connects Afghanistan to the world.
This was the main trade route for regional traders traveling from Turkey to Iran, the Middle East, and Konya.
This remote area was isolated from the rest of the world for many years. But it is now undergoing a remarkable transformation.
We never thought a road would be built here or that vehicles would be able to travel through this area. Now, we are very happy with the construction of the road here.
This is not just a road, it is a gateway to economic growth, trade, and new opportunities.
This is not just a route connecting one country to another, it is a corridor, linking many countries, with Afghanistan serving as the bridge.
The beginning of a new journey from Wakhan to international markets.
We are now at the 0 point of the China-Afghanistan border. Our road has now been completed up to this point.
The towering mountains of Pamir are witnessing the construction of a road that will connect the past with the present. At a time when the importance of trade routes continues to grow, this road is expected to play a vital role in securing Afghanistan's brighter economic future. To document the progress of the Wakhan Road project, we set out from Kabul toward Badakhshan. Although the journey is long, capturing the story of our country's development makes every moment worthwhile. With each mile, our destination feels closer. By 10 p.m., we arrived in the center of Kunduz province, where we spent the night at our provincial office to rest. After performing the morning prayer, we prepared to continue our journey. Hoping to cover as much distance as possible, we resumed our trip at sunrise. Soon we entered the lush green landscapes of Takhar province. After several hours of driving through its beautiful countryside, we reached Faizabad, the capital of Badakhshan province, just as the setting sun stretched its golden rays across the horizon. Here, the real purpose of our journey begins. We finalized all the necessary arrangements, from coordination to food and supplies, in preparation for the next stage of our expedition.
Thank you so much, Haji Sahib. We will stay in touch. Our colleagues have arrived from the capital and are on their way to meet you. Please extend your full cooperation and coordination to them as they are working on a documentary.
Early the following morning, we departed Faizabad for the Pamir region. Passing through the districts of Baharak, Wardaj, Zebak, and Ishkashim, we finally arrived at Afghanistan's Wakhan National Park at around 8 p.m. This is a place that every Afghan, and many visitors from around the world dream of seeing. The national park is renowned for its breathtaking landscapes and magnificent natural beauty.
Where are you coming from?
We're coming from Faizabad and traveling to Wakhan.
Oh, you're on your way to Wakhan?
Yes.
After a long day's journey, we spent the night in Khandad, the district center of Wakhan. The next morning, we continued our expedition. Flowing rivers, towering mountains, and vast green meadows combined to give Wakhan National Park its extraordinary beauty. By late afternoon, we reached Brogil, the point where construction of the Wakhan Road begins. The road starts here and stretches 121.5 kilometers to Afghanistan's border with China. The project is divided into two sections, lots. It is being constructed as a gravel road with a budget of 365 million Afghanis, funded by the Ministry of Rural Rehabilitation and Development.
This road has been divided into two phases. The first phase is from Bozai Gumbad to the 0 point of China border, which is a little over 50 kilometers. The second phase is from Brogil to Bozai Gumbad, which is more than 71 kilometers. The work is being carried out under the Ministry of Rural Rehabilitation and Development.
We continue our journey, determined to document the progress of the road all the way to the Chinese border. After traveling for several more minutes, we came across a group of workers busy constructing the road in the middle of the mountains. Among them, engineers from the contracting company were conducting on-site inspections of the project. We took the opportunity to speak with one of them about the current progress of construction.
According to the design, this road itself is 6 meters wide, with half-meter shoulders on each side, making a total of 1 meter. In total, the road is 7 meters wide. Everything is completed accordingly, and all the filling, compaction, and other work are fully carried out by the company. Wherever filling is done, compaction is also carried out so that the area does not settle in the future and cause damage. As you can see, we have built this culvert, and we are filling and compacting its backfilling so that it does not sink against the force of water.
The road is currently being built as a gravel highway to connect the district, villages, and other remote communities, making transportation significantly easier for local residents. Construction is not limited to a single location. Along different sections of the route, workers can be seen actively carrying out the project.
Alhamdulillah, the work is going very well. I have been working here for a long time, and we are satisfied with everything. It is wonderful that there are job opportunities. We are very happy whenever projects like this are launched because they provide us with work. Wherever there is work like this in our country, whether it is 800 kilometers away or 2,000 kilometers away, if there are projects like these, even in remote places, we go there. Right now, we are working here. It takes us about 1 hour to reach our camp. We came from there. The road here is very difficult, but I am still happy that such projects exist in our country. Wherever these kinds of projects are, we are ready to go and work.
As we continue our journey, we arrive at a place that, before the road project began, posed enormous challenges for the people of Pamir. According to local residents, traveling through this area was extremely dangerous and had claimed the lives of thousands over the years. But through determination and perseverance, the impossible became possible. A road has now been carved across this difficult terrain, allowing vehicles to pass where there was once only hardship. Construction has not stopped there. To further improve the route, heavy machinery continues to work high on the mountainsides, cutting through solid rock. Their goal is to replace 12 dangerous hairpin bends with a single, safer route, making travel to the upper regions easier, faster, and far less hazardous.
Behind us, excavation work is ongoing at 2 points, connecting these two areas. The purpose is that the old road already exists there, with 12 curves. By connecting 1 kilometer of road here, 11 of those curves will be eliminated, and it will connect directly to the 12th curve. On the old road, the curves are very narrow. Even a small Hilux vehicle has to reverse in 2 places in order to climb the next curve. The convenience of this new work is that these 2 points will be connected, reducing the difficult curves and improving the road.
We continue along this newly constructed road through the heart of the mountains, a road that carries not only travelers, but also the promise of Afghanistan's future economic growth and regional connectivity. Although some sections of the route remain difficult, and a single mistake by our driver could put our lives at risk, witnessing the progress of the road construction fills us with hope for a more prosperous and peaceful Afghanistan. Further along the road, we arrive at a section where the existing roadway is only 3 meters wide. The passage is narrow, but workers are striving to widen it to 7 meters. The work is exhausting, but not impossible. For nearly 2 days, crews drill deep into the mountainside before placing explosives inside the holes, allowing them to carve another 130 meters of road through solid rock.
Right now, this section is only 3 meters wide, but we want to expand it to the full 7 meters. The height here ranges from 10 to 15 meters, the width is about 4 meters, and the length is around 120 to 130 meters. First, we drill into it. After drilling, we place materials inside and then carry out the explosion. It is not an easy job. One day we drill, and the next day we carry out the blasting. After that, we reopen the road so that people's movement is not blocked. It takes some time.
The air is cold, with a gentle breeze sweeping across the mountains. Patches of snow still blanket the dark rocks, refusing to melt. As we continue our journey, we arrive at Bozai Gumbad, where we stop beside a bridge under rapid construction. Regarding the quality of materials being used, and the progress achieved so far, the supervising engineer explains the bridge's construction process as follows.
The area where we are currently located is the Bozai Gumbad Bridge. The length of this bridge is 12 meters, and the width is 7 meters. It has been designed to a very high standard of quality. Concrete work is currently ongoing here. In this bridge, we are using 35 tons of steel reinforcement, 250 meters of reinforced concrete, RCC, 30 meters of PCC concrete, and 100 meters of stone masonry. It is being built to a very high standard, almost entirely RCC, with very little stonework. God willing, it will be completed within 2 to 2.5 months. Our full staff working on this project currently includes 80 personnel on this bridge.
We have all heard the saying that every dark night is followed by dawn. But when does that dawn truly arrive? Here, we find the answer. The hopes of the local people have begun to flourish. Their dreams have taken on new life, and each day they witness the realization of what once seemed impossible.
Work is ongoing here. For this construction, approximately one bag of cement costs between 1,100 AFS and 1,200 AFS. 1 ton of steel reaches around $1,500 to $1,600 by the time it gets here. There are also other materials and fuel that are brought here. 1 liter of fuel used in this project costs around 100 to 110 Afghanis by the time it arrives here. It was not even in our dreams that this road would be built all the way from Brogil to Chinese border and to Pamir, that we would come here, work here, and see this project progressing. This idea was never even in our minds. But now, mashallah, progress is being made in every sector, and it is going very well.
Leaving Bozai Gumbad behind, we continue toward the Chinese border. The road is long, and the journey is demanding, but our determination remains strong because new hopes for Afghanistan's economic self-reliance are taking shape. After driving a short distance along the newly built road, we notice a Mazda truck parked near a house just off the roadside. It is loaded with commercial goods destined for remote communities. We stop to speak with the trader, curious to learn how he managed to bring his vehicle and merchandise this far into the mountains. He explains that only 2 or 3 years ago, these same goods had to be transported on horseback across steep and dangerous mountain trails. Today, with the efforts of the Islamic Emirate in construction of this road, he can deliver supplies directly to people's homes using his truck.
In the 3 or 4 years since this road has been built, it has brought convenience both to us and to the local people. Now when we travel, it is much easier. Cars can now reach every home. Before, we used to travel through these mountains on very difficult paths. Now vehicles can go right to people's houses, which is a great convenience for them and for us. Before, there were many hardships. Even horses would slip. If the path was narrow, they would hit the mountain and fall into the river along with their loads. This happened to me personally several times. My goods were swept away into the river.
The local people also express their happiness. They say their long-awaited hopes are finally becoming reality, and the hardships of poverty and isolation are gradually coming to an end as food and other essential supplies can now reach their doorsteps.
I am very happy. Convenience has come. Whatever is needed now comes right in front of our house. I am very happy. I never thought there would be a road here. Now vehicles come here. And I am very happy that the road has arrived. It should be made even better.
Because of the region's harsh geography, life here was once incredibly difficult. According to residents, if someone became seriously ill, families often had no choice but to leave their fate in God's hands or transport the patient on horseback for several days before reaching the nearest hospital. Now, with the road under construction, patients can be taken by vehicle to medical facilities much more quickly, giving them a far greater chance of survival.
With the arrival of the road, life has become somewhat easier for us. If there is a sick person or urgent work, vehicles can come, and we can travel to the center.
The climate here is extremely cold, making it essential to carefully protect the construction materials so they do not lose their quality. We observe that the newly completed sections are covered each night with plastic sheets and protective tarpaulins. This level of commitment demonstrates the determination to build infrastructure that will serve future generations and reflects the vision of a more developed and prosperous Afghanistan.
When cement is used for bricks, concrete, or stonework, we build tents around it so that frost does not affect it and we keep it warm. If it is used in stone masonry, we cover it with plastic or tarpaulin and protect it well during the night. In the morning, we remove the covering. God willing, this protects it from the cold.
At nearly 4,800 meters above sea level, driving along this newly constructed road on the roof of the world brings a remarkable sense of peace. Winter still holds its grip on this landscape, yet the sun's golden rays slowly melt the snow from the mountain slopes, revealing the first signs of green beneath. As our long journey continues, we pause to admire the breathtaking scenery before resuming our mission to document the progress of this historic project. Here, every component of the Wakhan Road project is carried out under unit price contracts. Wherever construction is underway, a supervising engineer is present to closely monitor every stage of the work.
This stone masonry work is contracted out on a measured basis. Skilled workers bring their own teams and carry out the work. They work with us according to measurements. In every area where work is ongoing, whether it is concrete, stone masonry, or any other work, an engineer or responsible person is always present there, and all work is carried out under their supervision.
At one of the construction sites, we meet the engineer responsible for the first phase of the project. The satisfaction on his face is unmistakable. He says that seeing the road take shape gives him hope for a stronger and more prosperous Afghanistan. According to him, the first section of the project includes 2 major bridges, 48 small and large culverts, 16 retaining walls, and 78 drainage filters, with construction progressing rapidly across all components.
In the first lot, there are 2 large bridges and 48 big and small culverts. In addition, there are 16 retaining walls and 78 filters included in the project.
Looking at some sections of the route today, it is hard to imagine that the Wakhan Road was once so rugged and difficult that even a single vehicle could barely pass through it. The road was full of rough terrain, narrow passages, sharp curves, and countless winding bends. Today, however, construction crews are leveling and widening the route, and the work is expected to be completed soon.
In most places, the road was in such a condition that even one vehicle could not pass properly. In many areas, there was very hard cutting required. There are places where there is only rock, so excavation has to be done to a width of 7 meters, which means heavy rock cutting. In some points, there is also plain cutting. The width of this road was very narrow, so in those areas too, the road is being widened to 7 meters. Similarly, there are many deep areas where filling work is required. We place materials layer by layer, each layer 15 centimeters thick, and then compact them. After that, tests are taken, and only then the second phase begins. We are shaping the full road profile and applying the top subgrade so that both levels are equal. After that, another layer is spread across the entire road, which is a type of material called the wearing course. God willing, after compaction, the project will be completed.
Despite the freezing temperatures and the thin mountain air caused by the high altitude, the workers show no signs of fatigue. Their eyes reflect hope and determination as they contribute to the development of their homeland. They also express the desire to see more large-scale infrastructure projects implemented so that Afghanistan can achieve lasting economic stability and self-reliance.
I work on this basis because this is our own homeland, Afghanistan. I earn my wages, and at the same time it is service to the country and contributes to its development.
The harsh climate and the region's limited agricultural potential have long challenged the local economy. Yet today, alongside workers from other remote areas, around 100 to 150 local residents have found employment on this road project, earning an income through their hard work and helping support their families.
The people of the region, around 100 to 150 people, are working on this project. They benefit from this work, earn their bread, and are very happy.
As evening approached, we hoped to reach the 0 point at the Chinese border to witness the latest progress of construction. However, the freezing temperatures, high altitude, limited oxygen, snowy conditions, and the exhaustion of our production team forced us to postpone the journey. We decided to wait for better conditions so we could continue documenting the remaining sections of the project. With temperatures continuing to fall, and on the recommendation of the contractors team, we returned to the camp to rest, prepare for the following day, and plan our next stage of filming. According to our production schedule, we needed to leave at 3 o'clock in the morning. The remaining section of the road lies in a heavily snow-covered area, where road conditions are extremely challenging. We also hoped to arrive after sunrise, when there would be enough natural light for filming. Following our plan, we set out before dawn and traveled nearly 8 kilometers over the frozen roadway. Heavy snowfall eventually made it impossible for our vehicle to continue. We were forced to proceed on foot, continuing our expedition across the snow-covered mountains. After nearly 3 hours of hiking through some of the most difficult and rugged terrain imaginable, we finally reached the 0 point, the border with China, where the Wakhan Road now comes to an end. Here, the cold is intense. Thick snow blankets the ground, while the surrounding mountains wear a white winter cloak. Just a few steps ahead stands the border fence separating Afghanistan from China. This is the point where Afghan engineers, supported by the budget of the Islamic Emirate, have successfully extended the road to the international border.
Right now, you and I are standing at the 0 point of the Chinese border. Our work has been completed up to this point. Around 65% of the first lot of the Pamir project has been finished. At some points, graveling and culvert works are still remaining, which, God willing, will be completed in the next 4 or 5 months.
We also spoke with representatives of the Ministry of Rural Rehabilitation and Development about their supervision of the project and the cooperation among the responsible authorities, asking them to explain the progress of the remaining construction work.
The technical and engineering teams of the Ministry of Rural Development visit from time to time. They carry out supervision, monitor the progress of the work, and provide necessary recommendations and guidance to the project officials.
During the course of our documentary, we also gathered information about the future paving of the Wakhan Road. According to officials, plans have already been made to asphalt the entire route. They believe this project will help revive the historic Silk Road and pave the way for major economic development throughout the region.
The
first instruction we received regarding the historic Silk Road was from His Excellency the Emir al-Mu'minin, who directed us to focus on vital projects for Badakhshan, to change the lives of its people and provide them with greater facilities. He told us to propose major development projects in the national budget, and he would approve them. Alhamdulillah, this is a great piece of good news for the people of the country. We submitted the proposal, and His Excellency approved it. There were 4 major projects, one of which was the budget approval for the historic Wakhan Silk Road. It is now in the procedural stages. God willing, once this project is implemented, it will not only be a great blessing for the people of Badakhshan, but for all the people of the country. You are aware that this road reaches all the way to the Chinese border. At the beginning of this year, China established a very large trade complex on its side of the border. This shows its strong interest in trade and in reopening this historic route. God willing, once the road is completed, a major route will be opened. This is an important transit and historic Silk Road route. God willing, it will bring major changes and improvements to the lives of the people, and we will all witness it.
The Islamic Emirates' primary focus in constructing the Wakhan Road is that, in addition to its historical significance, it will make Afghanistan the central transit point for neighboring countries.
The strong attention of His Excellency the Emir Al-Mu'minin toward the Silk Road is mainly for the convenience of the people of Badakhshan, so that they may benefit from it. It is also a historic and transit route. It is not just a road connecting one country to another, it is a route of nations, and Afghanistan, God willing, will be the connecting point.
China's borders with other countries in the region face numerous challenges throughout the year, but the Wakhan route remains open at all times. It is also a shorter and more cost-effective transit route.
We have a distance of 385 kilometers from Xinjiang to the Chinese border, and from Xinjiang to Kabul it is about 300 kilometers. This is the best and closest route. Tajikistan has one problem. The port it uses remains closed for 3 months of the year because the terrain is difficult and falling rocks block the way. Pakistan's port is also closed for 3 months because in spring rocks fall from the mountains. But the Pamir Wakhan route never stops, not even for a second. First, it has security safety. People do not loot goods, there is no such issue. Nature itself provides security here. Floods and avalanches do not create the same level of problems. This could become one of the best trade routes in the world. Through Wakhan, goods can spread into Badakhshan, then across all of Afghanistan, and later to outside countries such as Iran, Turkey, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and even Tajikistan. This route is needed.
Another important announcement is that funding has been approved to asphalt the road from Faizabad to Xinjiang, from Xinjiang to the Pamir region, and all the way to the zero point on the Chinese border. According to officials, practical work on the paving project is expected to begin this year. With hopes for a peaceful, prosperous, and developed Afghanistan.